morning, beautiful and healthy people who are not infected with cholera. It's a great day here with your darling epigenius, Dr. Melissa McDonald. Thank you for tuning into my podcast, your daily dose of all things gross. It's just epidemiology. Now, let's dive right into one of my favorite diarrhea, upset stomach, vomit, muscle cramp causing bacterial diseases, cholera, and one case study that helped to put it on the map. Why don't we do just a quick review? Cholera is an infectious and often fatal bacterial disease of the small intestine. It's typically contracted from infected water supplies or contaminated food or drink sources that cause severe vomiting and diarrhea. Cholera plagues developing countries and surfaces sporadically throughout the world, causing the emergence of 3 to 5 million cases and as many as 120,000 deaths each year. Provision of safe water and sanitation is the primary way to reduce the impact of cholera. Story time. So let's take a trip back. In 2003, I traveled to Bangladesh in hopes of combating this epidemiological concern. So Bangladesh is a highly populated, developing country. Therefore, people there don't usually have access to clean water and adequate sanitation practices. Seeing the way that these people struggle with health made me wonder if there was a cost-efficient yet effective way to combat the issue of contaminated drinking water. Through my inquiries, I conducted a study based around the possibility that simple filtration procedures could reduce the prevalence of cholera in Bangladesh. So here's how it happened. First, I thought that by removing copepods, a small crustacean found in water habitat that play a major role in the multiplication, survival, and transmission of cholera from the water used for household purposes, including drinking, would significantly reduce the prevalence of cholera. Next, over the next 3 years, I deployed filtration procedure to 65 villages in rural Bangladesh involving about 133,000 individuals. Third, I identified 3 focus groups to determine how simple filtration affected the disease. Group 1 used a nylon net filter. Group 2 uses a sari cloth made of cotton. And Group 3 was a control group that did not use any filtration methods at all. So, the filters were placed over the neck of the water collecting pots. This meant that when the pot was dipped into a pond, canal, or river, the water that entered the container was passing through the sari cloth or the nylon filter or nothing at all. The results of my study indicated that both methods of simple filtration reduced the number of cholera cases by 48%. Now hold on to your hats. Here is the nitty-gritty stuff. Just by using the simple and low-cost filtration process, we were able to achieve a very significant reduction in the number of cholera cases, as well as reduce the severity of the disease in people where they just weren't as successful. I don't know about you, but in my eyes, that is potential, and potential breeds progress. In the case of cholera, ecology, climate, and the environmental conditions impact the annual incidence of the disease. From this, I suggest that a simple solution to a global problem can be achieved by understanding the ecological basis of the disease transmission and its reservoir. Armed with this information and employing a simple preventative measure, namely filtration, we will be able to abate the disease in countries where the populace does not have filtered water treatment and distribution facilities. So I leave you with this catchy cholera carol, as I call it, and the consideration that cholera may be all around us. How are you going to stay safe?
Let's start with a question to provoke your thoughts. It may be a bit gross now, so don't be shocked to know the nitty-gritty facts about the stuff that comes out of your body when you have cholera. Cholera is an acute illness that involves a whole lot of diarrhea. It's caused by bacteria, proper cholerae, and it'll really put a damper right down on your day. For the immunocompromised, it can be only hours until you die. Don't worry though, it's not so bleak, only 2% infected are of the creed. Some things to take into consideration and are relevant across all of our nations. Preventing cholera is an everyday task, including sanitation and hand washing classes. Cholera kills through severe dehydration, but Jon Snow gave us a hefty confirmation. Through epidemiology and its methods, we can prevent and treat this disease with great successes. Jon Snow, the father of epidemiology, and he will go down in history. Epidemiology, what a beautiful thing, and what man should come to mind who was really the king. Back in time, he worked for Queen Victoria and played a major role analyzing cholera. The father of epidemiology and its methods, he mapped out all the cases with great successes. No one believed him, so he took action, sold the handle to the well. Cases are down to a fraction. Vaccines are really great, and cholera has one. Most cases are fixed with simple rehydration. Often occur in peri-urban slums, and a lot can be prevented with surveillance. Help us find out where the only reservoir, and you get it from contaminated food or water. Incubation period is less than 5 days, and most people become carriers, no symptoms, hooray. It's also important to address because it causes major distress, substantial morbidity in developing countries. Epidemiology, what a beautiful thing, and one man should come to mind who was really the king. Back in his time, he worked for Queen Victoria and played a major role analyzing cholera. The father of epidemiology and his methods, he mapped out all the cases with great successes. No one believed him, so he took action, sold the handle to the well. Cases are down to a fraction. This ain't something new, because Hippocrates knew this was an issue back in the 5th century. Since 1817, things have not been pristine. We've had 7 pandemics, and what's still going on? This was such an issue, and it still continues as it's become endemic the whole world through. With a multifaceted approach, we can really stop the growth of cholera. Economic development and new sanitation, we can save many nations. But it's not as easy as it seems, and inflammation needs a team of wealthy individuals and years of dedication. But for now, we can treat the disease, which thankfully can be done with ease. With rehydration fluid and antibiotics, we can treat and deal with cholera really quick. Epidemiology, what a beautiful thing, and one man should come to mind who was really the king. Back in his time, he worked for Queen Victoria, played a major role analyzing cholera. The father of epidemiology and its methods, he mapped out all the cases with great successes. No one believed him, so he took action, sold the handle to the well. Cases are down to a fraction. Nowadays, things are pretty much the same, but we've learned a lot of lessons along the way. Jon Snow taught us to use surveillance to create change based on